Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Lulua Tech Designs, and I remain your boy Lulua Mark. We are back with our project. I think this is going to be the sixth part of this project. This project has really been slow, and why I have made it very slow is there are so many components that we have introduced in this project. We have introduced classical columns and how to really make a classical design of facade. So it is taking some bit of time, and I believe this is not really just for fun, but is for us to learn. I am not here all about finishing a project, but I am here to achieve a purpose of us learning what we are doing. So the more time we take doing this, the better for us, because if we rush, we shall crash. So this is where we left the project, and we are going to begin it from here. One thing I noticed from my project is uh, I did create what we call soffit. I don't know if you still remember soffit. Soffit is after this part you see uh, that hangs from the roof. This downer part of the roof. Okay, it is just that extension from the wall to the roof surface or to the roof face, and that downer part is called soffit, and it also has component like the fascia, which is this one here we call fascia board, which is this one. So I realized my soffit is hanging down here. It is hanging down here, as you can see, but I'm going to delete it and we shall redo it again. I feel we didn't complete it properly yesterday, so we are going to learn it again today. So if you want to do it, you come to architecture, you go to your roof, you select there you want to do roof soffit. So you click on it, it will gray this out, but of course we shall go to the roof plan, just like that. Now from the roof plan, what you do, you make sure this visual style is in wireframe, so that it can be able to show you the wall and also the end of the roof. If I change this to shaded, you will not be able to see the wall, so it will be very hard for you to draw the soffit. So now we have to change this to wireframe so that we can see the wall and the roof. Now from here you come to this tool or the method. The first one is to click on this pick walls. When you click on pick walls, you come here. I don't know why it is not accepting to pick walls, but let's pick roof edge here. Now you can see when we say we pick roof edge, it is able to accept. So let's click there just like that. Then of course if I come to pick wall, I want to see it is still grayed out. Now let's first finish modeling this, then we'll come to our 3D. Let's see if it is done. Now it has drawn it here, it has drawn it down here. However, this is not where we want it to be. So we shall first of all come and change, we shall edit the type from here. Let's first edit the type. From here you can really duplicate it. You can say soffit. I think this is the name we gave it, so I will not rename it again. So when we try to edit, we don't want it to be heavy, because this is a bearing on the wall, and we don't want this weight to be so much hanging just at the face of the roof. So I will go with the, let's say 100. I'll go with 100 and say okay, then apply, and okay. So this is the thickness we have. Now we need to take it to the roof, and we already know our roof is hanging 7 meters high, because if you come to your stories, let's look for elevation. When you come to your elevation, you will see that your roof is hanging 7,000 or 7 meters high. So the soffit is active here. When we come to the level, we shall change it to roof plan, just like that. Then it will run, it will come to the roof, just like this. Have you seen that? To come to the roof, however, it is not sitting perfectly where we want it to sit. Let's go to the 3D. I'm going to hide the facer for now. Let's click on the facer. We hide it from down here. We hide this element. Then we shall only be left with the soffit. Now let's go to our elevation, which is already open here. If you don't know where to get your elevation, you come to your project browser. Then you look for elevation down here. You can double click on any of the elevations and it will open up like this. Now we have our facer here. The only thing we need to do is to bring this one down here so that it can perfectly align with the edge of the roof. So I think I'll use the align tool. I'll align it from here and then there. However, that is not what we want to achieve. I guess we shall do this and the top part just like that. Now the facer has come where we want it to be. It is here. Now let's see in the 3D. You see that? You see this part here? However, it has really come so low. We shall have to manually play around with this figure so that we can make it to really sit here. So if I go with negative 400 and see what we have, it is going that side. Let's say negative 200 instead of it. It is going. It is going. We're almost there. Let's say negative 100. Now I think it has sat. It seems to be sitting there now. That one is okay. So you can see this is how you create your soffit. See that it is now perfectly sitting there. When we come to our temporary hide, we can unhide our facer. Then the facer will now cover our soffit like that. When we turn it like this, you'll see that this part is now properly covered. You see that when you turn this thing like that, you see this part of the roof is now properly covered. So I think that is that for the roof. However, I can also show you if you want to achieve gutters. If you want to draw gutters, you come to your roof plan as usual. Let me first do this. You come to your roof plan, then you go to architecture. You come to roof. You look for gutters. When you click on gutters, it will give you or allow you to start clicking on the edges of the roof. It is only the edge of the roof that can be active for this set of action. For example, now if we click here, we click here, it will just be adding gutters all over the roof face. So now if you come to 3D, let's see. It has added, but they are hidden, I guess. Yeah, it has added and they are hidden inside our soffit. So when we click here, you see this thing here. If I can call it icon, when you click on it, it will flip this outside. Let's see what we have. Now we have flipped it and we can see them here. You see that? You can now see your gutters here. Just like that, you have your gutters all around. However, I think I don't need the gutters here. I don't really need them, but I just wanted to show you how you can create gutters. Basically, that is how you can do it. So from our roof plan, I'm going to delete it off, just like that. Now I guess we're done with the roof completely. Let's continue with our facading. Now there's another thing, another change I want to make. I want to create a space, because this is the face of our house, and I feel instead of having a window here, we need to have a wall, I mean a door. Then we're going to create a space up here for people to come outside, so we can use this as a door to move outside. So I'm going to delete this window. Then I'll come to my ground floor. That's where I'm going to pick the door. So I'll pick this door. I'll say create similar. I'll come to the first floor. I'll place this door here. You see, when you zoom, you are going to see the door on the first floor. So you can put it exactly where this one is, so that they can align perfectly well. So this door is an exterior door. We want it to open outwardly, just like that. So when you come to your 3D, this is how you are going to have it. We now have a door here, we have a door here. So we can now create a space up here for people to stay. And I want to create something a little bit unique here. So what we are going to do, let's first save this work. What we are going to do, let's go to our ground floor. Let's go to our ground floor. Here we are going to create some wall from, it has to start from here, then it comes all the way, let's say all the way here. Let me do detail line so that you can see what I'm talking about. I'm going to do a line here, then here, then here. So I want to draw a wall like this. Let me change this line. Let me change it to maybe bound line. I don't know. One day we shall also learn how to create these lines. Anyway, let us leave it the way it is. So I want to create something like this. I believe this one will make sense because we need to have some kind of shade up here to create a nice spot for this house, because if you look at the front, it looks to be really bare. Instead we have some kind of upper opening from this side. So we're going to create something here. To do that, now we have already drawn our line, we can now draw our wall from here. So I will click on any of these walls. I'll say create similar. I don't want the wall to start from this part here, because if it starts here, it is going to cause for us problem. For now, let me start it just a little bit outside. I'll bring it all the way here. Then I'll start another one here. I'll bring it all the way here up to the center of this. Then another one here, just like that. I'll leave it here. We shall fix those gaps later on. So when I click on this, let's see the distance here. The distance here is 1.5. I think 1.5 is okay, because we just want someone to come out, but they'll be able to come and stay from here. So it's not about this area, but it's about this area. We could have just made this wall to stop from here, but I feel we should cover the entire face from here. So now we're going to change these walls. We shall first of all, we are selecting lines. That line I'll delete it, that line I'll delete it, that line Now this wall, we shall say we want it to be in the first floor, just like that. Let me see in the 3D if it is what I want to achieve. So I guess yes, that's what I want to achieve. I'll come to this one, and this one I'm using control to select all of them. I want to take them all to the first floor. Now when we come to our first floor, we shall see these walls here. This is now our first floor. However, we don't want these walls to be as tall as the rest, so we shall select all of them and come to the properties. In the unconnected properties, I want these walls to just be, let's say, 500 millimeters. So when you come to your 3D, you will see these walls are really short. They are so short, and that's exactly what I want to have. 500 millimeters, just like that. Then of course now I can extend these walls to this one here so that the gaps are filled. So we shall select any wall, we come to align, we can align it to this, just like that. Then you come to align, you align this to, let's first of all, and cancel, we're going to align, then we're aligning this to that, just like that. For now, just ignore this pillar we created yesterday. I was basically showing you how to create these kind of classical pillars. For now, it will just be there, but that's not where we're going to use it really. So now we have created this wall, and we need a floor for it. We need a floor for this wall. So we're going to extend our floor that is inside here to this floor here. So let's go to the 3D. We can, if we can select our floor, I don't know if you can really select this floor from here. Let's first come to the ground floor. It is finally we have selected it. So this is the floor. I hope you have succeeded in selecting it. So I'll come to edit boundary. Then there I will now pick. I can pick lines from here. I'll pick lines, I'll pick this, I'll pick that, I'll pick that. Then I'll come to trim. I'll extend this to this. Let me see. I guess we shall just simply delete this one here. Off, we delete this one off, we delete this one off. Then I see this having issues. So when I delete one, let me see what we shall have. Now that one is okay. So we come to trim. I'll extend this to this. Then this one I think is linked, and this one, let me see if it is okay. Let me delete and see what we have. So we had lines that were overlapping, so now I can trim. I'll extend this to this, just like that. When I click OK, we shall now have our floor extended up to the outer side of the wall we just created. When you come to a 3D, this is what we shall have. You see now we have created a balcony like here, up here, for people to come and have some fun. And also it creates this down part as another porch. And of course now we can model the entrance from here. It will be nice. It will really be nice. Now I want these walls to cover up. They have to cover up this floor. So we can, I think, we can just align from here. Let's see. So when I come to align and I click on the surface and then I bring that, yeah, it works. It works well. Then that. I want this with that. It works. That is the good thing with the Revit. It makes life easier. Here, click this and then that. Just like that, you have your wall aligned with the floor perfectly, the base of the wall. So we have created something here that looks nice already. Then I think I can now come to my first floor. Let me just bring this pillar here. Let it sit there for now. Let's see what we have. That's how it appears. Now we're going to continue modeling this house. We're going to continue modeling this house. For now, I hope we created some white color. We created some white color. So I'm going to just paint these walls with that white color. So when I come to paint, the shortcut is PT. When I click on it, then let's look for white color. I hope we created a white color. I'm spelling white color. So we have some white paint here. So if you want to paint your wall, you just click on the paint, you just tap on the wall. Just like that, you see it keeps changing the color of your wall. You don't need to do a lot really. You see how that one is done? Just like that, the wall is white. You can paint everywhere and it will just paint everything with the color you have picked. So which one is refusing? Just like that. This side, this side, this side, this side, this side. Then behind here, I think they're all white. Yeah, everywhere is white now. Okay, now you can see our colors are now all white. Now I can make this one brown, just like let me look for the brown color. I'll just come to paint, which is PT. Paint, I'll look for brown color. Then we have brown color here. I hope this one is the brown color we want. Let me pick it and see. There, yes, that is what we want. Now we can paint it all over. Just like that. Just like that. Even the top we can paint. The top you can paint. Can paint everywhere, every part of the wall. This one only doesn't work with extrusions. If you create extrusions, you can't paint it. You cannot paint like this. You need to go to your material. You go and change the material from there, so you don't directly paint it. So for now, we have that. So we are going to model things here. We are really going to model things, and what we want to achieve on this part is also some kind of a sweep that will look a bit classic. Yes, we want to achieve something that is classic. First of all, we want to create some opening around these. Okay, we are going to create a shape around these doors that will look like they are real classic. There's a part here that is looking brown. I hope this is not a wall. So we can start with the first door down here. So let's go to our architecture. We go to component, model in place. We are looking for generic models. So okay. Then we shall say door molding, or you can say front door molding, just like that. Okay, then we are going to use sweep. You have learned how to use extrusion, revolve, then the void forms, so we are using sweep. Then we shall pick path. From here we are going to pick this edge of the door, just like that. Then you click OK. You come to edit profile and it is in the front. We shall click that. Then we shall click this part here. See this part here? Click that. Then you zoom it out. Now from here we can draw a design outside. You can pick any of the methods here. We are using rectangle for now. I'll just draw something here. I'll draw a shape here. Then this shape, I guess upwards, let's say 100. We shall try to adjust where necessary. Then outside 25. So I'm going to try and make it also a little bit unique. So I'll come and pick this arc. I'll start drawing something here, just like that. Remember how we created our pillar or column? That's the same way we're going to create a shape for our door. So something like that. Then I'll bring this one down. Let it come down like that. When it asks you this, you say I'm join, just like that. And then I think you also want to create the same this side. I guess to do that easily, we can copy this. Let's say we are let's mirror this with an axis. Can mirror from here down to go down like that. Then we can just now drag it down. Let's drag it down and make sure that it fits perfectly on the other line. Let's see. Here. Now they seem to be fitting. Let me first move it up. No. Cancel. Then undo. Just like that. Then I think I can bring this one here. For now, let's first drag this one up because we don't need it here. Drag this one all the way up. Just like that, we are going to unjoin. Then this part, now, let's find a way of linking them. Just like that. I hope they are not yet linked. We've over zoomed and we've lost our sight. We're here. So let's try and trim and extend and see if it can extend now. So when I click and bring it back, just like that, and see if they are linked. So for now, let's try and finish this model and see if it can accept. So it has accepted. That means we have linked it well. So we shall just finish modeling this up, and then we'll go to our 3D and see what we have. You see that thing we have that. Now we want this one to be all around the door. Now what you do, you just click on it, right? Click on it like that. You come to edit in place. You click on it again. You say edit sweep. From here you say pick path. Then you say pick 3D edges. You now pick this 3D edge. You can also pick this 3D edge. then you finish up just like that. Now you have a design like this around your wall, around your door. You see that? That's what we have for this door. Then we can do the same for the other door. I feel this is not really so. I want it to be a little bit bigger so that the door looks as if it was entered inside this thing. So we're going to change the dimension. So I'll click on it, I'll say edit in place, click on it again, I'll say edit shape, say pick path, then I'll click on this red dot, then I'll say not really pick path. Let's first go one step back. You say pick path. Let me see. When we click on this, we say OK. Then we click on this. We come to edit profile. Of course, it is in this front view. Then we want that angle. So we shall zoom in. So it's you can see the wall, the door is a little bit outside, but we want this thing to be much bigger than this door. So we are going to, I think, select all of it. So I'll click on this one. I will come to right click. I'll say select all instances, but it's not accepting that. So let's use Control to select all of them, just like that. Sometimes we need to use our common sense to achieve certain things, because if always refuse, you can use your common sense. However, we don't need this one here. So let's try and drag this outside so that now we don't need this. So you can drag this outside. Let's drag it outside so that it should be much bigger than the door itself. So I'll take this one back. Just like that. I think this is enough. Let's try and finish and see what we shall have. Let it look like a casing for the door. Just like that. I think that is much better. But you can try to really do something much better than this. Now that I've shown you the way, this one still looks, this door is really huge. The door is really huge, and it is still not even enough for the door. It is still not enough for the door. Click, edit sweep. Then we're going to just click on this instead of clicking pick path. Then I want the front view, want that angle. So let's see the measurement we have here, how large this is. It's now 68.8. So I'm going to select this, and I'll try to drag it again a little bit outside there at that point. So it's 96.3. Why can't we make it 100? Okay, let's first leave it here. It's 96.3. This will help us when we are creating the one for the next door. So for now we have that, and you can see, though when we don't zoom you can't clearly see what is taking place. Now let's try and do it for this other door as well. So we shall come to our architecture. We go to components, you see a model in place. We are looking for generic models. So you click OK. I didn't rename it. So we come to sweep. Then we're going to pick path. Then we are picking that edge of the door. Say okay, we want it the front view. Then we're looking for that angle, just like that. I can't really quite. So here you click edit path. I cannot quite remember this distance. I don't know. I think we gave it 100. Looks like 100. Let's say 100 for now. I just hoped it was 100. Then this was 96.3, 96.3, just like that. Then let's do our arch. Our arch start there. Then we do that. Our arch, we do that. Also create another one here, just like that. I think they were 3, just like that. So this part we bring it down there, you unjoin, then you select these ones, you come to mirror with the axis, can mirror them here, then you move them up so that they can fit perfectly with this. Then you move this one up, you make sure it is in a straight line, just like that. Then of course this one here has to align with that. So when we try to finish, we finish. Then when you turn, that's what you have. See that? That's the kind of model you have for your door. So now we're going to make it all round. You click on it again. You come to edit mode, edit in place. You click on it again. You say edit shape, pick path, pick 3D edges. You pick this side and you pick this side. You finish up. You finish up. Now you realize in the material, if you come to material, it has already picked the brown material created. So if you have not created the material, you just come here in the property panels, you look for the material, you go and create material, just like that. So now we have that for our doors. See that? We have something like that, kinda classical, I guess. So yeah, we have that, and let the hustle continue. So now this pillar here, this pillar looks to be the only pillar kind of isolated, but nevertheless we're still on. So this side here, we need to create a shed. Actually, I want to create a roof. I'm going to create a roof for specifically just the outer part of this, and you'll see how it will come out. So what I'm going to do, this roof is going to be a bit unique, just to really make this place look a little bit different. So you come to your first floor. We're just going to create a roof around here. See this part here, just roof for this one. We're not creating it on top of this, but just outside this part. The roof will start where this wall is, and it will end a little bit just outside with the soffit, the fascia, all those things. So you come to architecture, you come to your roof, you say roof by footprint. Sorry about that, roof by footprint. Then I'll come to pick lines, click on pick lines. Then I'll pick, first of all, I'll pick this outer side. See that? I'll pick this. I'll pick Let's wait. I'll pick that and I'll pick this. So I'm going to trim. I'll trim this to this. I'll trim this to that. So in the when I click on this, I'm just going to make this 3 degrees. Then we are going to make this 3 degrees for now. But I think we don't even need that side. But for now, let's first make it and we shall see how to adjust later. We're learning. So here. So let's try and see what we have. When you click OK, you don't attach. Now you'll see here, it has created some roof here. See this roof here. If I leave it, see this roof here. So let's see the height of this wall. Remember, this wall was 500 millimeters high. So after selecting the roof, you come to the base offset. Let's give it 500 and see what we shall get. Then the roof will be here. As you can see, the roof will come here. But I think it is still, yeah, it is now outside. So we shall edit this roof. We shall edit it. After selecting the roof, you come to edit footprint just like that. You come to the first floor. Now we are going to create some offset. So you come to your offset. We are going to offset this roof. Let's say just 400 off the wall. We offset in that. We offset in this, and we offset in that. Those are enough. Then let's trim. We trim this to this. By now I believe you know the trim tool. Now after trimming, you extend this to this. You see that it will remove that part. You also extend this to this. It will also remove that part. Then we shall delete this one here. Now we only have roof this side. We don't have any roof there. Then of course let's remove this part here. We are going to remove the slope just like that. Then this one we also remove that slope. This one we are going to remove the slope. This we remove the slope. So we have removed the slope for this interior or these sides that look to be outside. We remove this slope. Even this one here, I think we're supposed to remove. We are just going to, we're even going to remove this. But I think we need the slope here. We need it. Supposed to be 3. Yes. We need the slope here. We need this slope. We need this slope. Just like that. So let's try and finish and see what we have. They say we should save our project. We have saved. Now when you come to your 3D, you see that is the roof we have. You see that one there? We have created some kind of roof here. This roof, I want it to start from this part of the wall. I don't want this part of the wall to be outside. So we're going to click on it, edit footprint, then come to the first floor. I want the roof to start from here. See this part inside here? I want it to start there. This one can come to this, just like that. Then this one goes to that part. And I'm going to change what? I'm going to change the slope to 5 because this one is looking too flat. So I'll change all these ones to 5 degrees, just like the real roof that we have. Much as this is it's just really a design. So don't attach. So when you come to your 3D, this is the kind of roof we have. Yep. So this roof we are going to create everything we created for this roof here. I'll create a soffit, we shall create this face here. So let's go and do that. You click on let's come to the first floor, then we come to this visual style, you go to wireframe, then you come to your roof. We want to do the soffit. The soffit, now we are going to pick walls. Let me see to, yeah, today it has accepted to pick the walls. So we're going to pick this wall, we're going to pick this wall, we're going to pick that wall. Then you also come and pick what? You pick roof edges, just like that. You're going to pick that edge. It will pick now everything. So you can click OK. So lines cannot intersect. That means some lines are not aligned well. Now we need to delete some of these lines. I guess let's see which one is which. This one here is not accepting anything. Sorry. So let's go and move back. So I don't know why this other line is inactive. Now it has accepted to go. So we're going to delete it. So I'll delete this. We shall delete this. So now we can take this to the wall. Okay, for now let's cancel and see what we have. So click OK. When we come to our 3D, that's what we have. But now we need to take it up. We need to take it up. You see the offset here. So we're going to, I guess we shall increase it. Let's first try 100 and see where it will take us. It has gone there. Let's say 300. And then it's almost there. Let's do 400. Okay. I guess we are left with a little bit. I can't see any space here, I guess. Yeah, that's what we shall have. Now we have that. We need the fascia. For the fascia, we shall simply come to our architecture. We go to the roof. We are looking for the fascia. Then we come to our first floor. We shall just now pick the face of this part, like this. And also pick this side as well. When you come to your 3D, that's what we have. You see that? It is the same like the roof up here. However, it is less really a design for this part to look a little bit like a rooftop for this downer area. Now this pillar here, I guess we need to reduce the height. For you to reduce the height, you just after clicking on it, you come to edit family. From the edit family, we are going to reduce this. Let's first of all click on that. We want the elevation to reduce. Let's say we are reducing it to, let's first try 500, just like that. Then I'll try to bring this one down. So now, like that, if I load it into project and we see what we have, override. So now it has gone, but we want it to really come down. And there's some problem here. You see this one is entering and this other one is not entering. That is because we locked the other one. That means if anything happens to this, it will not affect the other one, but we need to make them all adjustable. We are going to edit again. So now here we are going to reduce this to that, then we shall lock it to that. See that? We shall lock all of them. So now when we load it back into project override, it will go up. But we need to reduce now. Here, let's go to edit family again. Now let's see what we shall have. When we try to reduce now, you see they will all come down. See that? All of them will come down. Let's load it into project and override. Now we have something like that. We are left with the really very little adjustment to make it fit here, so that it can sit just at the bottom of this. So let's click on it again, edit family, click on it. So click on that. So now when we try to move, sorry about that. So we shall first of all cancel, click on this. Let's move it a bit, just like that. There. Let's load it into project and see what we have. Now it has come there, but a little bit shorter, so we can try to create a basement for it if we wish to. Can try to create, but I think I just need to adjust it here. So edit family, so click on this extrusion, so just move it up a bit like that, load it into project and see what we shall get there. So now I'm going to really just move this base offset a little bit negative, let's say 10, and see what we have. Let's say negative 30, almost negative 50. Still, I think that is enough. It is not really now so much into that. Yeah, I think that one can work now. You see that? See what we have. Now we can go to our ground floor. Let's go to our ground floor. Now you click on this pillar. You say you can copy it. You copy it with the CO command. Then you click on it. You can bring it here. Bring it here, just like that. Then in the 3D, let's see what we have. This is what we have in the 3D. We have brought it to the other side of the house. However, we need to bring it a little bit outside. Let's say the ground floor. But I think we can also do something. Can bring it inside, so that when we are going to create another one upwards, there will be matching. So let's go to the ground floor. You can highlight both of them. You can take them a little bit inside. Let's see from here. That one looks to be okay. Then of course we want them to move a little bit inside. This one can move a little bit inside. This one can move a little bit inside. So in the 3D, that's what we shall get. That's what we get. And then of course I'm going to also make these pillars to be up here. I'm going to make them to be up here. So when I come to my ground floor, I click on one pillar. I'll say create similar. I come to the first floor. You see where the pillar is. Now this is the perfect spot where you can see the position of the pillar. Now when I come to my ground floor, I want to The ground floor can now guide us. The first floor can now guide us. We are going to move it a little bit inside. A little bit inside 1-2 steps. Let's see what we have. 1-2 steps. Let's see what we have. Yeah. Then a little bit inside one. This side one. Just like that. So now let's do the same for this other one. For this one. 1, 2, 3. Let's see what we have. Still not enough. 1, 2, 3. Then inside. See that? Now there we are almost okay. A little bit too much. Sometimes you do these things manually because it is the only option you have, but of course now here we can come to our ground floor. You say pick this, you say create similar using the CS. You come to the first floor, you place it exactly where this one is. You can place it here. You also come and place it here. Now let's go to our 3D and see what we have. You see that? Now we have that. They are sitting on top of each other, and I think this one looks pretty much nice. This one really nice. So that's what we are achieving now. Now we are only left with we just need to now create a shed for this part here. We are going to create a shed. Let me see how we can create a shed without it affecting this part. Really. And I'm seeing our face, the socket is gone. I don't know where it has disappeared, but at least you saw how to design it. Even this one has disappeared, but it's okay. So let's now concentrate on doing other things. At least we have known how to design it. So let's create a cover here, or a shed for this part. We're going to, I think, create a floor. We're going to use a floor. I will have used extrusion, but I think I would like to use a floor for this part. So let's come to the first floor. Let's try and okay, we shall just go to architecture. You come to your floor, then you look for the architecture floor. We already have a default floor that we created, and for now when I edit type, you can see this is 150, which I think is okay. So we shall come to our pick line. That is the method we are going to use. So we shall pick lines here. Pick these lines just like that, just like that, just like that, and just like that. We have picked all. Then let's trim and extend this. By now I believe you know the trim to extend method, which is the TR. Then we shall just say okay, this part is complaining it has not been extended, so that one is done. So when you come to your 3D, you are going to see the floor is really overlapping up here, way up. So now we are going to reduce it. It's not going to be at 7 meters high. It is going to be, let's first go with 5 meters high and see what, that's still a lot. So let's do 3.5 meters high, around there. That's but I think that one is a little bit still too high, so we're going to do 3 meters high. Now there we shall I think stop with it there at 3 meters, which I feel is okay. So let's try and create some kind of a face for it, a facer. So we shall do this kind of, remember this these parts we are also going to create this kind of shape we created for the doors. So we shall create this all over. It's going to be our theme for this project. So let's do it for this part here. I am going to just select components. I'll say model in place. I'll say generic models. Then I'll come to ship. Then I'll say pick path. I'll click on the top part here. I'll click OK. And we are going to edit profile. It is in the front view. Then I want that edge so that I can start drawing things the way I want. Now I'm going to draw something from here, just like that, up to down here. See that? I want to draw something like that. And this one should extend up a bit, just like that. So I'll come to, you know the drill, we come to our arc. We shall draw an arc here, just like that. So I'll draw an arc. Let's try and have a perfect arc like that. Another one here, another one here, just like that. So I'll drag this one down, 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 just like that. We shall unjoin. Then I'll select these ones. Then we remove this line with the shift. You click. Then we shall come to mirror by drawing a axis. We shall draw an axis here. It will come down like this. So we shall move it up so that it can match with that. I believe it has gone where we want it to be. So now we shall pick this one here, we take it, we drag it up there, just like that, and see what we have. Let's try and finish it, finish it, finish it. So now in the 3D, that's what we shall have. See that? Now we shall take it all round by clicking on it, editing in place, clicking on it again, editing sweep. We shall say pick path, then pick 3D edges. We shall pick this edge, then we shall turn this side and pick this edge. Then we shall finish up our model. Just like that, we have this part here. See that? So I believe we can give this a different color so that it can have a, I wish we can get this color for the face. So let me try and see which color is this. Come to edit type. We go to, this is material cherry. Let's see this cherry. Okay, now I've seen this color. It's a cherry wood color. So we shall go with that color for this specific one. And I hope it will not change others. I hope it will not really change others. I hope it will not change others. So we shall click on it. We shall say edit in place. We come to the material. After selecting on it again, we come to material. So now I'll just go to look for Seri. In our language, Seri. Seri is my wife. So now it has not changed. It has not changed that. So now, how do you see that? Do you think this is better? Yeah, this one looks better for me. Just like that. Just like that. Now we are going to do the same modeling for all these other parts. All these other parts. So And this part of this wall, I want to create some design here. We're going to create some design for this part, but the design we want to create for this part will come in the next part of this video. One thing I want to remind you about is that we are not copying any work. We are not copying any work. Every time when I start a project, I show you what we want to achieve. We usually have that as a reference and we don't use it to copy any work. So along the way you realize we do a lot of things that are not directly linked to the design we start with. So our purpose is to learn, we try to achieve something like that, but along the way we try to be creative and create something that is looking unique. So I will always give you privilege to continue modeling with all the skills that you have, because each and every time we do a video you are learning something new. So you cannot limit yourself. Trust me, you don't need to limit yourself, because limiting yourself will just do you no good. So next time we come back, we shall continue modeling. How do you see this model so far? I guess we have really learned a lot of classical design, and Revit makes it even much fun. So see you really again in the next part of this project. Thank you.